Hi, my name is Kelly, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to teach a child from the ages of 2 and up how to swim. I was a swim instructor a couple years ago, and I know you can teach children under the age of 2 how to swim, but I was never taught that process, so I won't be referring to that today. And also because of COVID-19, my pool is shut down, and I don't want to get any kids sick, so I will be using this teddy bear to demonstrate my techniques on. I think swimming is a very important thing to learn. You never know when it'll save your life. In 2016, 389 children drowned in America, and a study found that in Bangladesh in 2015, a child drowned every 30 minutes. Now this is because parents don't always think that swimming is important to teach their child, or the parents themselves don't know how to swim and they don't feel comfortable teaching their child. And the third option is that the family just doesn't have access to a safe place to learn how to swim. But I think it's very important to go out of your way and find ways that your child can learn how to swim, because it's as important as walking. Once you and your kid are in the water, the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure they're comfortable. You can hold them close to you, you can sing songs to them, be silly, whatever works for your kid. After they're getting comfortable, you're going to want to teach them how to breathe. The best technique I've found is blowing bubbles. This gets them to take deep breaths and get used to getting their face in the water a little bit. It works pretty well. Then, after they've gotten used to those deep breaths and getting their face a little closer to the water, you're going to actually submerge them. You're going to blow on their face, which will cause them to take a deep breath and hold for a little bit. And it's best if you're both wearing goggles and you both go under. That way they can see you and you can wave to them or make silly faces, which makes them more comfortable. Usually they will cry at first, but the best tip is to try to distract them. You can say, "Oh, did you see any fishies down there?" or whatever their favorite water creature is. That usually helps. And it also gets them looking forward to being underwater, because then they have a chance to see their favorite animal. Now, after that, you're going to teach them how to do a back float. Back floats are very good for survival. It doesn't take much energy and you can stay in the position for a while. You'll have them put their head on your shoulder and look up at the sky. You can say, "Oh, do you see any airplanes or butterflies, birds, whatever." You'll want to make sure that their chin is pointed as much as possible, because that will cause them to also push up their belly. You can hold their belly up too at first, just get them used to that feeling, because that is the optimal float. And then as they grow more comfortable, you can move them further from your body and just replace your shoulder with your hand, and then eventually no hands. After that, you're going to want to do a belly float. Belly floats are good, but they do include having their face in the water, which they don't usually like too much. But the technique is to have them tuck their chin to their chest and do like a starfish with their arms and legs, because that is the back float position. After that, once they've gotten the back and the belly or front float down, you'll teach them to do pancakes, which is flipping and transitioning from the front to back and vice versa. Now, they don't really like to do this by themselves, but if you do it for them, then they get used to the feeling and eventually they'll figure it out. It's just them alternating their shoulders, doing a little shimmy in the water, but with force. This is good just for switching from front to back. After that, you're going to want to teach them how to do kicks in the water. Now, to begin, I like to have them on the ledge and have them kick. It's fun for them if you're in the water and you're like, "Oh," you make it into a game by splashing the person in the water, because they like that. And then you can step further and further away from them, so they have to kick harder and harder to build up those muscles and get them used to moving their legs in the water. After that, I like to put them in a life jacket so they can be independent in the water and get a little more courage. But at first, you'll want to hold them closer to you because they're scared to still be by themselves, and then just hold on to their hands and you can move them through the water. They can practice kicking. And then also, after that, it's good to get a kickboard, and they can try doing it by themselves. And then also for back floats, you can do this similar thing, but with kicking, except you will get a lot of splashing in your face, but it is a good technique too. Now, these are just the beginning stages of learning how to swim, and I do recommend signing your child up for professional lessons. Private lessons, though, are the best because it gives your child one-on-one time with the instructor, makes them feel more comfortable, and helps them to learn faster since there's no other kids there to distract them. Also, if you're an adult and you don't know how to swim yet, don't worry because there are some lessons available for you. Some aquatic centers even offer free adult swim programs throughout the year, which I highly recommend as well because swimming can definitely save your life. Thank you.